We are at the beginning of a revolution, and this is what it looks like. It's messy. Right now, the battle is between the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and BlockFi. I'm sure you're all familiar with BlockFi. It was founded in 2017, and it is a United States-based company. It's one of the biggest crypto interest earning platforms, especially in the United States. It's where most people start out if they have cryptocurrency that they want to lend out to earn interest. It's where I first started. My first crypto interest earning savings account was with BlockFi, and I still have an active account with them. BlockFi has over 1 million verified clients and manages over $10 billion in assets. They offer other crypto products such as a crypto rewards credit card and crypto-backed loans, but we're not going to be talking about that in this video. This video is about BlockFi interest accounts because that's their most popular product, and it's also what's under attack by the SEC. In the United States, a security is defined as a tradable financial asset. And in the United States, securities must be registered with the SEC. The problem is that when BlockFi first released their BlockFi interest accounts to the public in 2017, crypto wasn't considered a security. There was no guidance for cryptocurrency regulation in the United States, so they didn't register this product with the SEC. Forward to 2022, after 5 years of operation, the SEC took BlockFi to court over their unregistered interest accounts. Instead of asking for permission back in 2017, BlockFi now has to beg for forgiveness. BlockFi has been hit with a $100 million fine. So what does this mean for you as an investor? If you're outside the United States, absolutely nothing changes. Though your country could follow a similar course of action in the future, nothing changes regarding your BlockFi interest accounts at this time. For those of us crypto investors in the United States, we are affected by this battle between BlockFi and the SEC. First, let me talk to those of you who already have a BlockFi interest account. If you already have crypto invested in BlockFi and are earning interest, you've been grandfathered in. You don't need to do anything with your crypto. You will continue to earn the same amount of interest you've been earning, but you cannot add any new funds. And just know that if you take crypto out of your BlockFi interest account, you cannot put it back in at this time. For those of you in the United States who have been thinking about opening a BlockFi interest account, you no longer have this option. You can use their other products, but BlockFi's interest accounts are off the table for now. Here's where I'll get to my thoughts about the situation and my recommendations for crypto investors. This situation is of no surprise. It was only a matter of time before the SEC imposed regulations on those types of crypto products. I have a feeling that BlockFi has been slashing their interest rates for the last few years because they knew that this was coming and they had to save up for the SEC fine. I'm not surprised, but I'm still disappointed. Financial literacy is at an all-time high. Every person I've come across online who has been a supporter of these types of interest earning savings accounts, whether it's been here on YouTube or somewhere else, has pointed out the risks of investing. It's common knowledge that there is risk. Even with that said, there has never once been a BlockFi customer who has lost money. This is not something that we as customers need protection from. The SEC prohibiting new customers from opening an account with BlockFi is limiting financial freedom. And that $100 million fine is $100 million that could have been going to the customers of BlockFi. Increasingly, the United States government seems to be using crypto as a money grab to help pay off their ever-increasing steaming pile of debt. As the future unfolds, I would not be surprised to see crypto move to jurisdictions where it is treated more fairly. Like water, the wealth will flow from once great nations to new frontiers that value the freedom that comes from the separation of money and state. As a crypto investor who already has an interest-earning savings account with BlockFi, I'm taking no action at this time. I only had a tiny portion of my overall crypto invested with BlockFi because they offer terrible interest rates compared to the other companies that I've mentioned on this channel. And I don't feel that there is any increased risk associated with keeping my crypto assets in BlockFi. There is hope that BlockFi will be releasing a new program called BlockFi Yield. I imagine it's going to be the same exact program as their current BlockFi interest accounts, except BlockFi Yield would be registered with the SEC. I'm expecting that my current BlockFi interest account will automatically get rolled into the new BlockFi Yield program, if and when it gets released. If you've been thinking about getting involved with the crypto interest earning savings accounts, I would expect that the SEC will do the same exact thing to other companies, starting with the ones that are headquartered in the United States, such as Voyager, Who knows what will happen to US investors who want to invest their cryptocurrency to earn interest with foreign companies? I have a sneaky suspicion that something is already in the works regarding crypto regulation and Celsius. They recently introduced an option to become an accredited investor. The only reason I see Celsius giving the option to become accredited was if they are expecting more crypto financial regulations. At this time, my top two favorite companies, Hodlnaut and Vauld, both Singapore-based, show no signs of change. Because they're headquartered in Singapore, a crypto-friendly country, I feel that those two are the most protected from US government regulations. But who knows? It took 5 years for the US government to put restrictions on crypto companies headquartered in their own country. Hopefully, there won't be any regulations for US crypto investors doing business with foreign companies for the next 5 years. On a final note, I want to share a tweet from Vijay Boyapanti because I feel like it puts the situation into perspective. Instead of providing clarity, regulatory bodies have been content to allow the industry to operate in a gray area, muddied by uncertainty and risk of regulatory action. Instead of providing clear rules, regulators swoop in and prosecute, carving out small pockets of regulation. Another case is the SEC's regulatory action against BlockFi. Instead of laying out a clear framework in which financial institutions can operate, the SEC prefers to rely on vague, antiquated regulations and assume companies should know how to apply them in a complex new market. Okay, and one more by Eric Voorhees. With a number like 100 million, you know it was based on a precise calculation of damages to victims and not for headlines and PR. Leave a comment down below. I'm very curious to know how all of you feel about this. And just remember that Bitcoin was created to give us total financial freedom. If this news with BlockFi is worrisome, all you need to do is withdraw your funds into a wallet where you hold the private key. I have a couple of videos about cryptocurrency security that I'll link at the end of this video. Have no fear, and happy hodling.